I was saying, man, it's kind of brick out here. It's kind of brick. It's a little bit chilly. LA does get
Oh,
chilly sometimes. For all y'all niggas that don't
yeah.
know,
All right. What's the temperature gonna be later?
dude, it's 59 degrees right now.
No, I said later, like in a couple hours.
Okay, we gonna see weatherman, the weather report from your one and only Speedy. Um, by 2 a.m. Oh wait, hold up. This is absolutely a
Two
professional weather
a.m.
report. I
Mean
made a
two
mistake.
p.m.
But 12 but 12 p.m. is gonna go up to the high of 63 degrees.
Hmm.
So it is kind of a chilly day.
Well, hold on. Let's see what it's gonna be like out here.
Yeah. It's still nice chilly though, you feel me?
By 12 p.m., we have a high of 52 degrees.
That's not that much different. 52, 63. That's only
But the
one
high
degree.
of the day is only 54.
Yeah, stay your ass home. Meanwhile, I'm gonna pull out the leather jacket. You feel me? I haven't worn that in a minute, so it got sure these niggas I was dumb, man. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
gonna be outside sweating in the peak of the day. Whew.
You might need to tell me
Lord,
63 is
hi.
I'm not cold. I'm not high. So your whole shirt is wet, like.
The Rona.
Now you know what I've been looking for that I can't find actually.
What?
Uh, um, and excuse my wording, wife beaters, tank tops.
The G
Yeah.
Unit version or
Not those again. We're not doing the long ones. I actually usually cut them. Like I like my shirts to fit like waist at the waist. But
okay.
I went to Target. These guys wanted for $25 for tank top. I goddamn out of your mind.
Well, you better go on Amazon.
Yeah, dude, I'm so used to buying them at the 99-cent spot, but over here they don't even have 99-cent spots. It's so
Hmm?
weird. The dollar stores is weird over here. So I've been debating it, but I might just cop off Amazon. It was like 25 for six. I'm like, Target, what did y'all smoke? What type of meth did y'all smoke this morning?
I don't know,
Also,
bro.
the meth over here has the crackheads going crazy, bro. They're crazier than New York, man. This what happens when you give crackheads good
How you
weather.
know?
I've seen them chase niggas, bro. Yo, they're wilding over here, bro. Somebody come get them.
Be peeking through the blinds.
Oh my goodness. Now, when you go to Hollywood or like DTLA, people are terrified to walk by these niggas, man, because they're beyond it. Like,
Mm-mm.
not you. Yeah, we all know. Yeah, Senor Patrick is just a different
You gotta keep it
breed.
on you with something. Keep something on you.
If you're a crackhead in the Los Angeles area and you just happen to be listening to this episode, stay clear of Patrick Steele. That nigga crazy. I'm gonna just tell y'all. Keep the craziness to your locals. They're the ones that are scared of you.
Man. Yeah,
Scared
no.
of
You
you.
can't let nobody run up on you. But I mean, at the end of the day, like they all
Eh?
got their own. It's like it's it's sad because like you addicted, but at the same time, you're not about to run up
But you
on me.
just can't get enough.
Man, all right. Introduce the episode.
Yeah. Come
What
on.
episode we
That,
on, man?
that's a, hey, let's go, man. Good morning, y'all. It's your boy, Hassan GHQ. This is episode number 17.
You
I'm
sure?
right, 17.
Yeah, yeah,
17.
yeah. You
Yeah, yeah,
good?
yeah,
You
yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah. It's episode number 17. It's the Timsy Boys. Welcome back. I wish you had music to like, start this off. I'm so sorry. Episode number 17. It's your boy, Hassan GHQ, aka Speedy, aka Check Your Girl's DM. I'm in there with the quickness. And I'm here with my illustrious host, my friend from New York, the crazy one that always got it on him. Beware Pop
Something.
Smoke.
Gotta have something on you.
I have a water bottle. But now besides that, take it away, my man. What should they call you?
Pat, that's it.
Cool, 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 cool. Pat the light skin. Who
So what
always
they
got
made
it
you
on him.
say this week, man?
Oh man, I don't know where to start. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you doing the splits? I'm sorry. That meme been stuck in my head all week. So that's what they made me say partially this week. Oh my goodness! If you don't know what meme I'm talking about, go watch. Go look for the Vine. I think the TikTok with the dog doing the splits and the
Okay.
commentary over. It's lovely stuff. Beyond that, yo, the debates are funny, bro. These niggas are hilarious, man.
This ain't even funny,
uh,
man.
dude, this is like watching 2-year-olds bicker over like a whole country that
Well, I
doesn't
mean,
even
I'll
have.
say this: it was a lot better than the first one, but that's not
Oh
saying
yeah,
much.
yeah. He still didn't denounce the racism. He goes, "Ask everybody. They know I'm not racist.
Look, I'm
If
probably the least racist person, even though the
in this
moderator is
room."
black, but and it's dark, I can't really see.
Uh,
But I'm probably the least racist person
he
you've
goes,
ever
look
seen.
around, look around this room. It's kind of dark. I can't see some of them, but I'm like, oh,
You can't even
oh,
see the audience. You can't see the audience talking about.
oh, he giving it up.
And then the woman that's moderating is a black woman.
Yeah.
So unless
Oh.
she's racist, how? But he didn't say I'm not racist. He said I'm the
No.
least racist.
It was like, yo, my proud boys, you know I got it here for y'all, man. Come on,
Yeah,
I'm never
like
gonna say
nobody.
man shit.
I don't hear nobody talking about that. Like he didn't say I'm the only person that's not racist in the room. He
He
said
goes,
I'm the
call
least.
Joe racist
I'm
too.
the least racist.
The criminal bill, that nigga racist.
And then he's still on this whole look. I don't know. Many people have said it, but I'm just gonna say it. Probably done more for black people than even Abraham Lincoln.
I've let these
Like, bro,
people out of jail. Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. We're really proud of the work we're doing. I'm like, yo, man, this dude
What?
be saying anything.
Yo, when is the official voting date actually? November
Isn't it the
3rd.
third? Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
so. I think
Yeah,
y'all niggas better go out there and vote, man. Vote for
or
Kanye
early.
West.
Don't vote for Kanye West.
Write him in. Because I'm gonna write him in, you know what I'm saying? Let's just get a black man up there. Now, on a more serious note, they made me say, yo, F SARS, the cops over there and what they're doing, my people in Nigeria, my Niger people, Charlie. You know, it's okay. It's okay, man. God is watching. The government is corrupt. Everybody's corrupt over there. They don't want to see black people prosper. They just want to keep us in a hole
Oh
and they just
yeah.
want to sit on our rights. You know, they say it's a democratic state. You go out there, you are peacefully protesting, they are shooting at you. And
I mean,
this is insane, man. It's 2020. Stuff like this shouldn't happen. And then if we really want to talk about it, the world powers and like the UN is so stupid. I feel like one of the most
hmm.
useless organizations in the entirety of like our generation. I'm not talking about the past. One of the most useless organizations that just meets up to just talk and really have no action. Kind of
I
like a
mean,
podcast with no audio editor. It's the UN. Dude, do you know how many meetings they actually have?
nah.
A lot. What actually gets done? Nada. They don't have a plan of action. They're just all stuck in the little with the little agendas. No one wants. It's like watching the United States government try to like pass a law, or watching Congress bicker, but just a lot worse on a global scale.
Well, you
It's
can't
it's literally
like.
one of the useless organizations to me.
Yeah, I mean, over here, like just for our country, it's harder to pass a law when I would say the folks that are supposed to do it are not in control of. Well, let me say this: they can be in control, but because they allow themselves to be bought out time and time again, they are not in control of every decision
Yeah.
that will be made.
Yo, Jamal Bowman. I'm in LA. I must still watch what you're doing though. Don't think I
Yeah,
forgot.
like you can again, like y'all can tell, like when if someone pushes something forward, there's no, I don't know, there's nothing influencing them to like make that decision that's gonna work out for majority of the people. That's all. And what they made me say this week is that,
Wait,
huh?
Pelosi, give me my 1200. That's all I want to know. When is my money coming
You
in?
better ask Mitch for that.
Mitch McConnell.
Both of them, but it's
I
just
don't know that. watch him bring it as soon as it's time to vote. I think it's a strategic
Well,
thing.
no,
Like the
I
week before
honestly,
voting.
what's happening is that Trump has been trying to push something forward. McConnell don't want to give nobody anything. He's like, that's too much. Whatever he
Nigga,
was
I'm paying
proposing.
taxes. What you mean that's too much? It ain't your money.
Look, I don't know, but he was like, oh, that's too much. Da da da. So Trump is trying to push something forward. It's less than what Pelosi is, but he's trying to get it out there. Not because he cares about nobody. It's just because, yo, I'm
Good
trying
for
to
you.
do this before, the vote happened. Like, so I can get the check out there with my name on it, which is corny.
Mm.
But like, if you push
Nah,
something
let him
forward,
get that off, man.
he already did. Like, I'm good. But it's like, you know, if you were to have like pushed that forward sooner, I think people would be more appreciative of it and it would feel more genuine, even though
Genuine
we
than
know
it's
it's
not.
not.
Yeah.
But it would feel like that.
I
So,
mean, once people get the money, the moves change. So I think that's a good
man, that
reason.
ain't nothing. $1,200 ain't nothing, man. Let's be honest here.
That's true. It's an
What you
iPhone
gonna do
12
with
though.
12? Yeah, look, y'all. If y'all spend that money on a damn iPhone, I would personally slap you.
Dude, I'm due for an upgrade anyways. Now the camera on that thing is sick though.
Get y'all priorities together. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, what they made me say this week is that
Yeah.
just
Get your
because
priorities together.
someone that you support is doing well, that doesn't mean you're doing well.
Yo, who you throwing shots at?
Like a lot of people.
Who pissed this man
Listen,
off?
okay, so and I don't think 50 is actually supporting Trump. I feel like he's trolling Joe Biden, but I could be wrong. But let's just say that 50 is supporting Trump. And he's saying, well, I don't want to pay the taxes because I make over, what is
That
it,
wasn't even
400?
true though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just,
The
a lot of,
papistas.
what is true is that a lot of people will support Trump who are in that upper bracket
Oh no, a
because
lot of
they are going to benefit from it. Even
yeah.
though those numbers were not true, it'd be no doubt that he would benefit financially from Trump being in the White House.
Yeah,
That'd
of
be it.
course. Definitely the
So
Democrats will tax him higher.
yeah, but my thing is this: like, just because 50 is a millionaire and he's making it, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, oh yeah, I feel him on that. I'm like, bro, you make 50,000 a year, like
Yo,
your pocket's gonna
barely.
get cleaned up while
Easy.
he's sitting large. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can sit there and tune in and watch Power on your little Stars app and stuff, but uh my friend, like, you don't make that much money. You should
I'm
probably,
dead.
for real, like, people got to
Yeah.
stop with this whole like, oh, they made it, we made it. Like, no, you're still broke,
It's not your
or no, you're still in this situation. Like, you have to make it for yourself. Like,
Oh my goodness.
there's no, oh, we made it. Like, nah, unless you were working with him and he came and
You're
gave
part
you
of the
some money,
corporation. Yeah.
some money personally. But last time I checked, that ain't the case. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
Kanye is one of the richest black people in America. That has no effect on me, you, or anybody else.
And if he that rich and he always want to talk about it, where Big Sean money at?
Yo, chill. Now you get into specifics, man. Big Sean. I
Where's money
think
at?
you give him back his masters. No worries.
You better hurry up.
What was the number he signed him for again?
I don't
Allegedly,
know, but
but it's a small number, isn't it?
yeah, very
Yeah,
small.
that's very small. That is terrible. Damn, but
Yeah.
no, I feel you on that, man. It's just like, yo, just let people
Same
enjoy the
thing.
success and like go with their agendas.
No,
You
like
can love
it's
jumping on.
because it could be like a dangerous thing too, and I think it's because we're in this spot where everybody. I don't think there's any nice way to put it. Is kind of stupid. So I won't say everybody, a lot of people. Like, we're not using our own brains. Even with this presidential election, yeah, Trump, he's a billionaire. He's gonna do the tax cuts. Da da da. And I'm like, that does not apply to you.
Sir, you're still making a whopping $15 an hour, and you're part time and you work 3 days a week. What are you chatting about, my friend?
None of this applies to you. It doesn't apply to you.
Wait, that reminds me, I need to check on my investments, my portfolio.
And
Uh,
I want everybody to maybe do some research. There's a difference between the economy and the stock market. So when
oh,
someone tells you the stock market is doing well, that does not mean the economy is doing well. There's a difference.
the definition of economy is structurally different from the financial market. Like the economy is buying and selling essentially, like how much money is moving around, supply
Yeah,
and
like
demand.
it just I don't know what's up with people.
A
Like
lot of y'all niggas should have never skipped business class in high school, or like should have taken some form of business course in college just to have this little financial
I don't know.
knowledge.
It's just crazy, man. Like
Uh,
how do you not see that?
no, I feel my
Mm-hmm.
Nikola stock went up a little bit from like you remember when it was like this and
Yeah,
it just boom, it
but
went
that's
up
what's up though.
a teeny little bit. And maybe I'll wait a little bit more and then I'll sell it and buy one of those safe ones. Just.
I think you should actually wait it out because
They
you
still
know,
haven't released the product yet, so I know like when they release a car,
mm,
like it probably will go up, and
yeah.
that's
I
when you can
mean,
sell.
and I don't feel like they'll be out here wilding like, oh
Like Tesla.
boy, goofy ass.
Wait.
Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about him.
I ain't even gonna
That's
bring
it.
him
I'm gonna end it right
That's
there.
enough. Yo,
Yeah,
you got beef for everybody. This nigga really going around this
I
room
don't
just
got
punching
beef with
his air,
everybody.
bro.
I just wish,
Why I order?
like, look, y'all, you just talking about an iPhone 12. I don't know how many times I say
Dude,
this.
this is like the six, bro. I'm due for an upgrade. Like,
Cool, but what I'm saying is like, use your phone is basic. Not even basically, your phone is practically a computer. You know what
but
I'm
not
saying?
this one
Less
is slow.
power, but you can research stuff on there. Can you not?
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of
So
course,
just like
indubitably.
look up a credible source, read something, take a course.
Oh,
I mean, use this thing up here and
yo, now I'll tell you after the podcast because
got you,
that
got
is
you.
personal thing. But yo, YouTube hit me with an ad, man. These niggas are listening to us, bro.
Hey,
They hit me with an ad. I'm like, oh, look at Patrick, huh? Okay, okay, okay. I see it now.
but look, so
Let's get into the
today,
meat and potatoes of today's episode and veggies because we're healthy
and veggies.
and veggies.
Got you, got you.
And veggies is a side, it's like
So
main
nah, it
component.
depend on what you know how your lifestyle is.
True, true, true. We'll give you our food episodes one of these days.
Oh yeah. So if y'all been with us time and time again, well, pretty much this whole podcast has been based around a creative lifestyle.
That's
But
a
I
fact.
think that we kind of like I don't want to say glossed over it, but didn't really like highlight what it means to be a creative. So today
Hmm.
we're just gonna talk about. I mean, really, just gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
So if you're not creative, peace out to you. You ain't gotta listen to this
Nah, I'm
episode.
kidding.
No, I'm
Everybody's creative in their own way.
playing.
Trust me. Everybody has that one thing in them that pushes them to like use the majority of their brain power
Yeah.
to like anything you do that makes you feel happy and like kind of takes your entire sense, puts all five senses together to like into use while you're doing
Well,
that thing is
let's
probably something
first
you're really interested in.
let's first the true
Define
definition of a
true
creative.
definition. In my own words.
Well, I wanted to read off like what
Oh,
the
okay.
actual, and then
Take it away, sir.
I got a mic. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you though.
Uh, okay,
Thank you
fine.
though. Yeah,
All right.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know if you've been testing positive or what. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to stay
This
safe out
mother.
here. Nah, but creative, relating to or involving the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of artistic work.
Repeat that again one more time, sir.
Relating to or involving the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work.
That is beautifully said. The one thing I don't agree with that definition is original ideas, because no idea is original. That's just what I truly believe.
Well, some have been, but I mean, at this point in
Yeah.
time, it's a
Yeah,
little
there's no new
difficult to me.
idea. Yeah, you
I
can't
mean,
everything
I
piggy.
think there still can be, but it's just there's
And
so much stuff that's been created out there. It's kind of
dude, there's
hard
a
to.
lot that has been created that we don't even know of. That's not even out
Well, for
yet.
sure.
So I'll say, yeah, that's a good definition, but don't let original confuse you. Like you could always just remix and remaster and just get inspiration
Hmm.
from previous works, and then that's how that's why a lot of people in music actually just just sample, because it's a great not background, it's a great foundation to go off from previous works. Yeah.
True.
Okay. So in that sense, what would a creative be defined as in your own words?
Uh, for
Into it,
me,
Debo. Let me say.
for me, it's just someone with a limitless imagination, um, and there's no cap on your own potential, and
Oh, he
you're
said
able
cap.
to, you know,
Oh, he
see
going X Games
beyond
mode.
what.
Oh, he going X Games mode, huh?
No, no, you're able to see beyond, anything that's in front of you. So there's no limit to your ideas. There's no limit to anything. Like it's everything is like a blank canvas to you. There's nothing that you feel like can't be done. Not
Yeah.
that you yourself could personally do it, but you might be watching something and say, "Oh, I might do it like this," or "I think they
Yeah.
should have done this or done that." And I think
Like
that's a creative mindset. When you're not creative, I feel that you're like, "Oh wow, that was
you're just
amazing!" Like
rigid.
no one
Yeah.
could ever do anything better than that or this and that. But
Dude.
as a creative, you're like, well, I don't know if it'll be better, but I want to try and tinker with it and do it this way or that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
And
where I would go with it. It's like a rough draft definition.
rough draft definition.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
Nah,
you?
I like it. Well, in my own definition, it's a creative is somebody whose mind is always refixing things, remixing and remastering, is always questioning things. You feel me?
Okay.
So, like I think this was a year ago. I went in the supermarket and then like I had never thought about it like that, but I was looking at the products and I was like, oh, people actually made these. Like, like some of these products are made by actual people, just like me and you.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? Like let's say there's this vitamin thingy, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody that sat down and go, you know what? I have some money
You
set
got
aside.
Flintstone vitamins?
No, no, no Flintstone vitamin. It's not even vitamins. This is just it's for your stomach. What you gonna call it?
Was it probiotic
Anyways,
type
no,
joint?
no, no. It's like the ones that helps you when like your stomach is hurting a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that's for when I accidentally eat dairy and like and I'm
Accidentally.
accidentally. No, but like I'm looking around and like I look at a bottle and I'm like, yo, somebody sat down and was like, all right, let's design this. And you don't necessarily need to know how to make it. You just need to come up with an idea. And
Hmm.
then you pitch, you get the samples made, and boom, like after a couple of samples, the product is ready. And if you have a good marketing team, you could get it out there. Like it hit me just like that. I was walking, I was like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
they made this. I could do this. Like
But
essentially
can
I
I
looked
say
at it
something
and I
real
was like,
quick?
I can make this too. What's up?
Anybody that's gonna make a product or anything like that, everything can grow from the product. But at the end of the day, you need to have a good product.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
No, yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Like if you went to the store, like if I told you, like, man, like this, what I have right here, this almond butter is so good, but you looked at the container, you like, this container look weird. But if
mm,
I bet once you taste it, if it's the best thing you've ever had, you're not gonna give a
and
damn what the
the
container look like. You like, where am I gonna get this
just
from?
put it in my hand, like oh.
Yeah. So product, whatever the product is, if it's
It has to be a very
tangible
specific art.
content, whatever it is,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it has to be good product. Sorry.
and it has to involve like again most of your senses. You feel me? Like you
True.
have to, it has to take you to that place where you're just like going off. Like sometimes, like I'll close my laptop over here,
Hmm.
and like I'll start like playing with my marker, and before I know it, I've like just drawn something or like that. Like once you start doing one creative thing, it just starts to like go through a
Hmm.
cycle of like ideas just flowing left and right, and like it goes just beyond you sitting there and be like, well, I'm gonna create this one specific thing. So you're just someone who gets inspiration from a wide variety of things, and you also don't just like making it, you like also appreciating other people's creative stuff. So like you like reading about like your predecessors in the art world, or let's say you're into
Right.
fashion, you like know more about these design houses and like how it could be reinterpreted. You like to see the trends. I'm talking about me essentially. You like to see what these fashion houses are doing and how they're responding to the current climate, where they're putting black people as, are we on the boards? Like, okay, coronavirus is hit, like everything is moving back to e-commerce. What would that do in the traditional sense of like the retail industry? What's gonna happen? Fashion shows are now almost all digital, so these are all things that like involve creatives, because if it's
Right.
digital, photographers are involved, models are modeling. It is creative in a sense because you could come up with your own pose or something, and like you could give your opinion. But it's just there's a wide variety of
Yeah.
things you could be creative, and you could even be creative in the most non-traditional sense. Even if you're an accountant, like at work, you could set
Well,
up your desk in a
we'll
specific
we'll we'll
way.
get to that. We'll get you getting ahead of the game. Um,
Really, I'm just
yeah,
going on the tirade.
yeah, I see.
I could go all
So
day. I'm gonna close my eyes.
let's
I'm spitting bars.
so
Keep
let's
it
focus
creative
in.
going.
So if you, as a creative, or let's not even talk about ourselves. Why? What do
I
you
love talking
think?
about me though.
All right, well, we ain't talking about you, man.
Yo, listen. That's it for the
Look here,
pod.
Brank.
Brank. I might not even go to any Halloween parties. I'm gonna just shave it off and go back to regular old Hassan. Enough.
Nah, but I guess when you look at creatives, what do you think being someone like that, what's the advantage they have in life? Because I feel there's some advantages that they have.
You get to look at society and kind of like analyze it in a sense that it's not of the normal viewpoint. It's not of the majority essentially, because everybody, like when you look at society, there's like two paths, right? There's the wider path where everybody's just following it. I know you've seen this in videos and cartoons and everything, where it's like we're all on, like, what do you call that thing? It's not a treadmill, but it's
The
like when you get
hamster
to the
wheel.
airport. Yeah, not even hamster wheel. When you get to the airport, that thing that just goes straight.
Yeah, but that ends at some point.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you're on a
but no,
hamster
the
wheel, it's
you
just
just going, yeah.
continuous.
No,
Like,
what I meant by the societal one is that we're just on that one thing and it just keeps going. There's no end in sight.
mhm.
But then you have to be someone that's more of a different person to look around and be like, nah, this ain't for me. I'm gonna go the other way. Or I'm gonna get off this hamster wheel and start my own thing. And that's the advantage. Because again, I hate to use me as an example, but I think most people that were innovative and brought these new ideas that have become normal, like Steve Jobs with the iPhone, he looked at a phone and he looked at what he was interested in, and like how seamless like art is, and how like things could be made a lot more simple. And he came up with this thing that like it's everywhere now, you know?
Well, I'll say this is that I believe if he was still alive, the iOS would be a lot different than it is today.
Yeah.
Because
And
literally
if
all
you
they're
look,
doing right now is biting off
same
of stuff Samsung had like
Samsung been had, like, I
seven
know,
years
I
ago,
know, I know.
eight
They just put a
years.
good camera. I mean, I'm more of a camera guy, so the 12
Yeah.
had me going, damn, that camera's sexy, bro. Like for real. Like if you really want to
Cause
work
I'm
with
like,
that
yo,
as
like
like your
y'all
main
got all
camera,
this, like they got all this money. I'm like these widgets is ass, man.
nah,
like,
oh yeah,
I was like, what
oh
is this?
yeah.
Like if you gonna roll this out,
Yo,
at least make them something to look forward to.
nah, they didn't even really design it
That made me
properly,
want to
but
go get another Galaxy. I'm like, yo,
I'm
these
so
is
glad.
ass. Like,
that green text doesn't do it for me. They're good with the marketing. They're good with the marketing. I'll tell you that. But like I was saying, it just has you look at society really, really in a different sense. Because what I started to realize after graduating college, I was so sheltered in like this kind of structural like form of
Mm-hmm.
life from like classes, exams, and just like hanging out with friends and like classic exams, studying. That when I came out into the real world, I saw it for what it actually was, which is, yo, you're just gonna work till you die, bro. And if you're lucky enough, your job has some flexibility where you can get time to the little time you can get to spend with either your family or your friends, or just relaxing because work is like taking a toll out of you. It's like they're breeding. I'm saying they're like society is just breeding uh a bunch of workers essentially. Like you're just being groomed from like when you're from childhood to an adult to just work for somebody. They don't really push entrepreneurship. They don't really push you to use your creative mind. No one really pushes that
Mm-hmm.
unless you get lucky to be in some form of program or anything. But essentially, start middle school. Yeah, you end up in high school. And like all these schools are kind of structured from like the past. Like, yo, the people that came up with the idea of a
Well, I'll
school,
say without even have to go through like that
the
whole
whole
timeline.
not
I think at the end of the day is that a lot of people they map out their life in a way of like, okay, I'll graduate and then by this I'll have this job and then I'll get married, then I'll have a kid, then we'll buy a house, then we'll do
hey,
this.
and
And
if that's what you like and that makes you
there's nothing
happy,
wrong with that. We're not saying that at all.
yeah, we're just trying to
But
define creatives here.
I think for me, what gives a creative mind an advantage is that what I was saying in the beginning is like you can, there's nothing you feel like can't be done. So when someone says, oh, well, maybe you should do school this way, you're like, hmm.
Nah, shut up.
Yeah, you might
I'm
say,
using
oh,
myself as
I'm
a
good.
prime example. Yeah, like
Or,
to
you
this
might
day, you know
say,
how many uncles have blocked off WhatsApp because they keep asking me, "Yo, when you going back to school?" I'm like, my nigga, yo, go to your son. Like, leave me alone.
yeah. So for me, it's just like, okay, the advantage that you have is that everything you do is fairly unconventional. It's not
It's very
to the
unconventional.
book or anything like that. So
Yeah.
even I remember, I can't remember. I think maybe it was like last year or something. And E was asking me like where I see myself living. I'm like, I don't know. Like I see myself living in a bunch of places. Like
Yeah,
why
I
not?
see
Like
myself alive. First of
yeah,
all,
they you know what I'm saying? Like why
as
not
long as
go
yeah,
here, live here, do this, do that? Like I'm
yeah,
not putting like a timeline. I'll let me make this clear. Like you can put a timeline on goals. Like okay, I want to achieve this by this time. If it's something like you can do. If it's like I want to, I don't even know, like create some anti-gravity flying suit to fly around the world. Like that
dude.
might take a longer time, but you know what
I,
I'm saying? Like if it's something like I want to finish this project by this time, cool, put a timeline on that.
mhm.
But I think if you have a creative mind, you can see all options, like everything opens up. And then what we said, no idea is original, but if you're creative, you can see how I can make an idea better. The simple case was Blockbuster Netflix or
So easy.
Blockbuster Redbox Netflix, right?
Redbox don't even pop off though.
I mean, for like you can't like for a couple years, at least back in Ohio, like for at least like 2 years, I want to say like 2 years or so, like it was pretty popular. You just go because you were gonna go to the store, you just do that. But as soon as Netflix came around, everybody like, you
Nah,
know,
nah, you know what's crazy though? In my previous, I actually quit that job for anybody else. I was wondering. I don't just say stuff; I do it. Um, but like at that job, like people will come in and buy like DVDs, and I was so surprised that people still like collect DVDs and actually use DVDs and have DVD players in their homes in
yeah,
2020. It just baffled me, and it's like there's a specific demographic that comes for it as well. But yeah, no. But back to what I was saying, like you were saying, it seems like you're not normal, but that's what's good about being a creative. Like you're saying, there's no one place you see yourself living. Like I could literally wake up in a month and be like, if like the borders are open, I want to live in Paris, and I'll have that happen without really having any financial backing. It's just you not just taking a bunch of risk essentially. And once you start taking one risk, everything becomes like every other risk is kind of like supplemental. Like
Hmm.
it becomes part of like who you are. You can't just be boxed in. Like you can't just be called one thing. People would
Oh
always
yeah,
want to like ask, "Oh, what do you do?" But like for me, when they ask, I'm like, it's not as simple as saying I do this or that because that's not what I see myself as. I could tell you what my day job is, and I could tell you what I actually love doing. You know,
oh yeah,
and
and
the goal is to keep making stuff to reach a point where your creative side overtakes your day job, and like you're being able to survive off your creativity essentially.
exactly. And I think another advantage is that you can see things through, even though others may say it might not work.
Oh,
So, and I think there's a good amount of people out there that are like that, but you can always improve a process and not just, okay, we'll move this over here and then do it like this. Like, nah, we're gonna like just throw that in the trash and start from scratch. And
damn,
people are like,
yikes.
well, hey, I mean, if it's working, why would you? What's the old saying?
If
If it's
it's
not
not broken,
broke,
don't
don't
fix it.
fix it.
Yeah.
But just because it's not broken, that don't mean that it can't work better. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I think that's another huge advantage is that you can say, all right, it may not be broken in a traditional sense, but I can make it better. Another good example is Warby Parker, right?
Yo, shout
So
out to Warby.
if you're looking at that, like you have what's this shit called? Luxottica that pretty much controls all any pretty much lens crafters. I don't know, I don't wear glasses, so
All of the
yeah,
glasses,
yeah.
they'll
All the
pretty
glasses, all the sunglasses, any luxury
the bougie ones, the
brand, pretty
Prada.
much all of that. All of that stuff. Like the
You want some
main
Prada shades? The Prada, send me some shades.
yeah, I would say the mainstream ones, not like certain ones that are expensive that aren't like in that mainstream. They don't have a hold on, but like Prada,
Yeah,
Gucci, Burberry, Ray Ban, things in that lane, they control it.
exactly. And it
So,
all comes from like, and you could just get your piece from it. Like that's what the Warby Parker people do. They create it from home,
but
or
the
is it part
thing,
of
this is
the?
the thing with Warby Parker and why I see like, okay, they were able to see over the hill. It's like, okay, you have these glasses spot where you go in and try it on in person. I mean, yeah, they do have physical stores now, which I don't even know if they should have, but that's neither here nor there.
Nah, I like them because sometimes your glasses do get messed up a little bit, and they'll fix it there for you. They offer
True,
that
but
service.
I feel they could definitely just enhance their online service to make it quick and
Yeah.
seamless.
No.
But they
Okay. Go on.
started with just selling the glasses online at a affordable price. And people are, oh, ain't nobody gonna go for that. They want to try the glasses on. But I think the first time when they had the orders sold out, sold
Yikes.
out, everything done. And they were when I was reading, I guess they were kind of like, damn, we don't have enough inventory for this. Like we weren't expecting.
This much orders.
Yeah, but it shows you they were able to see over the hill, see past that traditional thing. Now, was there anything wrong with going into a glasses store and shopping it that way? No, like there's nothing wrong with that. Now, the price they charging, is that wrong? Hell yeah. Now that's messed up because I think some
That's
people
highway
like
robbery.
they be going in there that, oh yeah, I had to pay $300 for this. I mean, I'm like, for these?
No, and usually with a lot of people when it comes to glasses, actually, just because it's a brand name on it, they will pay that $400, $500, three something. I'm like, dude, you know it's just plastic, right?
Well, not only that it's plastic, it's all coming from the same place. It's all coming
Yeah,
from Luxottica. So it's not like, oh, this is coming directly from
from the
the
Prada
Prada
warehouse.
fashion house,
Prada
da
don't
da
do
da.
that.
No, no, no. It's licensed, but it's not it's not coming directly from them. Nobody was sitting there handcrafting these ones.
They
I
don't even
promise you that.
handcraft the actual shoes or stuff like that anymore. I'm sorry. It's just high fashion is turn gradually turning into fast fashion, but that's another conversation for another day.
Mm,
You know,
no,
so
I mean it's
they don't
fair.
even take their time to actually like make anything. They're just at this point they're all just using the names now just to financially gain. But that doesn't take away from like the creative side of all those things. So a creative, again, like you're saying, is somebody that just doesn't like to view normal as normal. Like their normal is different from everybody else's. They're always moving the other way when everybody is moving straight. You know,
Yeah.
like they will not go to nursing school and just like take years off to just figure out some stuff. Is essentially them just saying, hey, I graduated college, just this is the straight thing to do. Like, yeah, let me just go straight to nursing school. Nursing school's always gonna be there. So
Oh yeah. You could always. A lot of things will always be there,
yeah,
but the.
especially in a capitalist society, best believe nursing school will always be
Oh
there.
yeah. Exactly. So, and another thing with being creative, another advantage that you have is that, I mean, how do I put this? Another big advantage is that you yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna try to say this, but I don't know, like you
Blue.
feel like we kind of covered it, but you you don't surrender to that.
you.
You don't surrender to that idea of like you were saying, like fitting in.
Mm.
You know
I don't
that.
like fitting in, bro. Like,
Not to
I
say
had.
that. I think there's a now here. There's a clear difference between I'm trying to not fit in versus I'm just being myself. It's just
Not
like there's
fitting.
two things. There's like the person that's gonna be doing all this extra stuff. Da da da. Oh, I'm different. Like you don't have to say you're different. Like
I'm
you just
different.
pull
Yeah,
up,
I'm different. I'm
even
sorry.
though literally everything he was saying was like the same to anyway. But but you don't fit into that mold. You just do your own thing, not
Yeah.
because you're trying to fit out. It's just because that's just who you are.
That just brought me to another place. Like, in order to be your full creative self, you have to know who you are as a person and what you enjoy and what actually, like, makes you genuinely happy. Like, again, I'm just
Mhm.
gonna use myself as an example because I feel like I know myself. But like, I don't really. I'm like a homebody. Like a cup of tea and a good book at home makes me happy. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when it comes to like clubbing or partying, it's not really my scene. Like, yeah, I'll go sometimes, but like it's not something that I'm fiending for because my happiness doesn't lie within that.
Well, another example for me, one of my favorite ball players ever, Allen Iverson. So I remember when AI came on the scene, was he trying to do certain things like the way he
Practice,
dressed
man.
and this and that?
Practice.
No, that was just AI. But guess what? Everybody else then showed up with braids. They wanted tattoos. They wanted jewelry. They wanted this. But AI was just
Yeah.
being AI. You know what I'm
He's just
saying?
being
Like,
himself. Like, you
yeah,
feel
to
me?
this day, he still dressed the same pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That dude really gives no damns, man. And
yeah,
he's
but like
unapologetically him.
yeah, but it's like that's what I mean. Like, and again, was he painting or anything like that? But no, he was being creative in the way he was dressed because the NBA was very like once he showed up like that, then they started changing all this dress code. Like, oh, you got to show up in a suit and da da da. But now you
I
see
want to
that's not
say
the case
something.
present
I
day.
want to say something.
Go ahead.
All these places, society, like offices and stuff. Yo, enough of that whole what you call it uniform crap, man. It doesn't change anything. If anything, it makes your workers more depressed.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry. It's so
I'll say
like,
this. You need to show
yo,
up presentable. Like, don't show up in a
presentable.
onesie.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Actually, for me, I don't even care. If I'm running my own company, if you're one of the like best
nah,
workers I have, show up in anything you want. Honestly, you don't have.
no.
There's no office. You're working from home. Be in your boxers
Okay,
or
if
panties
that
all day.
if you working from
Yeah,
home, cool. But
yeah.
don't pull up
Throw in a
butt
hoodie and
naked
jump on.
to the
Throw,
office.
nah, but I said, you know what I meant. This context to
Look.
it. Like,
I know what I said earlier, but you mind?
no,
We got some
cover your.
company sweats. You know, you could throw those.
Yeah, yo, be. I mean, show up presentable, but like do your job. Like, I don't feel like uniform really has anything to do with the work somebody is doing,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. So like that just comes back to like what you were saying, like with the NBA. Like if I'm playing ball, nigga, that's my only obligation. So I'm playing ball. Like you can't tell me what to wear outside of like they looked at JR and told him, yo, you can't have a Supreme tattoo on your own body. It's
Well,
my
I don't think no one
body,
said
nigga.
that. People was just
No,
like
the
that's kind of
NBA had him
silly.
cover it.
Oh, where?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
has
didn't
to
realize
put.
that.
Yeah, he has to put like socks over it or something.
Oh,
And
well.
I'm like, yo, nah, nigga, it's my body, bro. What are you gonna
And
tell me?
he wasn't playing anyway, so no one was gonna see it. So not that he can't play, but he literally wasn't playing that much, so nobody was really gonna see
Ah,
what.
you asshole.
Nah, I'm literally like this season he wasn't playing that much.
It wasn't this season. It was for when
That's what
the
I mean,
Cavs
like,
won.
cause when I think it was like when basically he was bench, he could still play. Like, let's
Nah,
not
he's
get
a
that messed
clutch
up.
bench player. He's a good six player or whatever.
Yeah, like he did his thing. Like during the finals, trust me, I'm from Cleveland, so I feel that. But yeah, it wasn't like what? Why are you even saying that to him?
Nah,
So
but nah, I feel you. So like
in the sock,
essentially,
the mid socks gonna cover part of it
no,
anyway. So
he wore the thing like the compression pants thingy to cover it.
it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
but like I was saying, you have to know yourself and you have to know what makes you tick. Like again, I'll say like in your 20s, this is just how I view my like or
You know
how I
what?
think any.
You just point out another good thing. I think if you have a creative mindset, I think people that are creative, and again, we're not talking about just a traditional sense. And even the examples that I brought up, you can see they're very different. You're comfortable with yourself. I think when you're creative and you see the world in that way, you're comfortable with who you are. You're not trying to do this, do that, do like you're cool with just you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Actually,
not
we're
to say
coming to
that.
doing this and that. Like some people don't know what they're creative in, which is what I was gonna get at. Like, yo, in your
Oh
early
yeah.
20s, don't settle. Just try a bunch of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually you find it. If it's like if you've always wanted how photography works, nigga, pick up a camera. If you've always wanted how clothes are made, go to the fashion district and start asking questions. If you've always wanted how rings are made, there's the jewelry district, and ask questions. If you want to make YouTube videos, there's tutorials. That's a wide variety. If you like coffee, work in the cafe. Like, does it? People really
Or
think. People
just
think.
pick something up and try it. Like, you
Yeah,
ain't even got to do it. Like,
yeah. People
yeah.
really think that the college degree actually has some form of value, and it's like, well, I graduated 4 years of college.
Well,
I
you know
can't
what?
work this job.
Let's say this. I think it has value for certain career paths where
Occupations,
you'll need it.
occupations. Yeah,
Like, you can't
but
just
even
well, no, I'm saying you
you,
can't pull up and be like, all right, I'm about to do this heart surgery real quick. Like,
yeah,
they'd
you
be like,
can.
yeah, all right.
You had
No,
these
say,
things growing up. This little doctor toys. Like, come on, shock the nigga real quick.
but I do agree. I feel that I think that what needs to change is that again, you don't need that structure to say this is what you'll do. Because I
Yeah,
know a lot of people that graduate with a degree in something and are literally not doing
the
anything
majority. I
close
think I
to
think the
what they
statistic is
graduated.
70% of college graduates
So
don't
what
use
does
the
that tell
degree.
you?
Yeah, you're just in debt, fam. Like, yo, honestly, I've had jobs. Like, I've been applying for jobs, and
Mhm.
there's this financial advisor jobs that are even there, and I'm like, yo, I had to buy you a degree. And they're like, yeah, but you could do this. You feel me? I'm like, y'all couldn't tell me this when I was back in college, like, like, because it's just honestly, any job is just training. With the right training, you could do any job.
True.
That,
Oh
that
yeah.
that's it. Like, you don't even need college. You can skip. I I know people that are rich now that didn't even go to college because they went on a different path and did apprenticeships and like other things they were interested in, and eventually they got to the position they are now because of how much knowledge they've accumulated in the field they were interested in and took the not so normal route. You
And you
know,
know what? I wanna say something too real quick is that I think another advantage creatives have is that you enjoy the journey. So
enjoy the
you
ramen
shouldn't
noodles.
if you're just, there's a difference between, and I said this on, I can't remember what episode I said this on, but like, it's a difference between chasing money and getting money. I feel like when you're doing something and you put in the time, the effort, I'm not going to say automatically, oh, that means you'll be a millionaire one day or this and that, but I'm pretty sure you will monetize off of it. You know what I'm saying? And I think you'll monetize to the point where, okay, I feel good about this. But because you're creative, you'll say, now I'll branch off and start this too to bring in more. Or
Yeah.
maybe I'm not bringing anything in, but I just like doing this and I have the time for it. So I think that needs to be said. And again, I think, discussion I was having with E last night is that I think, and I don't know if this has anything to do, it kind of lumps into the conversation, but being poor is also a mentality. So,
There's nothing like poor, bro. I
but
mean,
it's,
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. There is a societal definition of poor, but it is a mentality. Go on.
yeah, like, but I think as a creative in your head, you're always going to make it.
Yeah.
You don't know
No,
what
that's how
level
you
that's
have
going
to
to
see
be.
it. That's how you have to see it.
Yeah. And some people, they're like, I don't know, so I'm going to stick to this job or I'm going to keep doing this and that and that.
Yo, you know what baffles me?
Hmm.
People that have stuck in the same job, they absolutely hate for like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. And I'm like, wait, so you're telling me for 9 years of your life, you wake
Yeah.
up feeling absolutely disgusted that you're gonna go work in this place, yet you still come back every single time. Yikes, man. Oh my god, that just made me shiver. Like I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
life doesn't have to be like this, right? Just take
exactly.
one tiny little, you don't have to quit the job. Just start looking at things you're interested in and like give it a day or like, or like just it doesn't have to be this way. And I wish a lot more people thought that way. But again,
Or think about it like this. If you're watching this with us, if you feel like you're not some highly creative person, fair. But let's just say you're very skilled at whatever it is that you do.
yeah, start yours.
Guess what? You can go to perhaps like another country and have a better work-life balance and enjoy life a bit more and
Yo,
work for a better
yo,
company. And because you're
yo.
highly skilled, you'll be, you know, your value will go up.
And like like again, even if you're not making as much, the living like situation in that country will probably be different. You don't probably
Yeah.
need that much. Like if you're living in New York City and you're not actually utilizing New York City for its resources, and I'll say, yo, you move to Nebraska and like work the same job, honestly, because New York City is expensive and you're gonna end up spending a lot more money
Mm-hmm.
for a city that you're not actually using the opportunities it's offering. If you get what I'm saying, and that's what like the pandemic actually exposed, that no one really needs to be in one place to work a job. Like
No,
everybody just left the cities and they're in the burbs and they're mostly keeping the same job if it could be done online. So
true.
it's just not as like think about it. Do you really want to stay in a job till you're 60 something making money for
Mm.
for somebody else that's like chilling? Essentially, whoever you're working for has reached a point where they don't have to do that job you're doing. Doesn't that like baffle your mind? Doesn't that make you want to feel like, well, if they could get there, like maybe let me start something on my own, because I don't want to just be contributing to someone's dream. I want to have my own entire like identity. I want to make my own thing. I just don't
Yeah.
want to be a worker. Like one thing I think about a lot, and honestly, is kind of a little bit morbid. Is all right. So let's say I die right now. What will people know me for? I don't want to be that guy that worked here. I want to be known for my own things. Like, yeah, Hassan was this guy. Like,
No,
yeah,
I think
has
I share kind of this. Well,
it's kind of like a
what
legacy, essentially.
people, I'm not so much concerned about what people know me for, what I've done. I want people
What do you
to,
know me for? What do you know?
I want people to know me like, what was the respect level? What did I inspire you to do something? What I feel is like kicking a bucket before I've started something, or maybe I didn't start on anything. Like
It's scary.
that's the one thing I'm fearful of. Like
Yeah.
we started this, and we'll keep working consistently on the podcast. But if we never started it, if I just, we just like, oh, put it off, put it
Yeah,
off, put it off, and then I just,
worked.
randomly passed away, like I would be like, damn, like I didn't even
Yeah,
try.
we didn't even know exact, and that's how I see it too. Like,
Like just
yo,
try, like
you could go back to being safe. Do you know how long you're gonna live, man? Like in society right now, I think they're living. I don't know. I could check this, but like with the new medical advancements and everything, people are living beyond 80, like normal.
yeah.
Like, and you don't really have to be super crazy healthy. Like just like normal, just you being normal, you're most likely gonna live beyond 80. What is the rush in your early 20s for you to settle? I don't
I don't
understand.
know. I
Yo,
don't get it at all.
like, let's say you're 25. That's another whole 25 years before you're 50. And
Yeah.
50 is young. Like, do you see yourself doing this for like 25 more years without branching out and like starting something else?
And look, I'll say this.
I don't understand the fear
It
that comes
don't
along with like
with what?
with just taking risks, especially in your
Because
early age.
again, I would say this, and I think I said it at work. One of mankind's um, biggest weaknesses is the fear of the unknown.
If you don't know it, why are you scared of it, my Jew?
Because you can't, because it's unknown. That's why a lot of
Yo, you
people
turn into a
stay.
robot there.
Oh, my bad. That's why a lot of people stay put in these jobs that they hate, because the other side is an unknown. They know I'll make whatever, let's just say 80,000 a year, and I'll do this. I have this lifestyle, da da da. I absolutely hate it, but I know I can take care of things and this and that there. But if I leave, that's an unknown. That's why people are
Yeah,
always, oh, we're gonna go into space and do this and do that. But you polluting space too,
yeah.
and it's like only because like you fear the unknown. But like, how about we just handle what's known? Like handle, oh, we can actually make environmental changes. We can do this. We can do that, and
Essentially, get Trump out of
bring
office.
out more. That's not the only solution, but that's a big
That's a big
help.
one.
Yeah, that's a big help.
He at least like he's not listening to scientists. So
No, he just, again, what I said when we were talking last episode. If you want to know where politicians stand, just follow the money trail. That's it. That's all you got to do.
but even
Everybody in all these damn conspiracy theories, just follow the money trail. That's it. Just follow it. Just follow it. And then you don't have to read things, nothing like that. When Trump speaks, I look at it as like a regular person. When someone speaks to me, a key indicator in life, if y'all don't notice, and pick it up now and keep it with you for the rest of your life, a lie always changes. It's always going to be different. It could be a subtle difference, but it's going to be a difference where it's like, the thing with the trees. Look, we've planted 1,000 trees, a billion trees, a trillion trees, quadrillion trees, Brazilian trees.
Brazilian.
Like, what? Like, hold on. How we go from 1,000 to a trillion
Brazilian
in a span of 2 weeks? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, is like, y'all got to just pick up on that stuff. Sorry.
I can't, bro. Honestly, yo, Burke is a joke. Yo, honestly, if you were to be given the opportunity, I hate this term dream job because it's still a job, but like if you were to get a job in any other country, where would that be?
Me?
Yeah, like your the
I don't
optimal
know.
place for you.
I don't know. That's why I want to like travel around a bit more and
Experience,
see
right?
like,
Yeah.
oh, I could see myself here, this or that. To me, it would just be myself having the ability to take my business or whatever anywhere.
Everywhere, seamless, yeah. For me, what I
Or
want to start doing is like every 2 months, I'll take like a week to a different place to experience it. Like I want to go to Texas, so like, or like chill for a week. Oh, that damn dog, chill
yeah,
for a week. Yeah,
he
he woke
back.
up. He's like, I'm back at this now, nigga. I thought y'all had me. Yeah, nigga moved to Cali. What's good, my nigga? Nah, but like take like uh I want to go to San Fran. I want to, like, different cities, Alaska, like, just the ability to explore it and see what is made, what is there, like meet people and like experience these new things. Because then you have a wide perspective on life. It's not
Oh
just
yeah.
where you're
And that's
going and where
why,
you're living.
again, even if you can't travel, even if y'all can't travel a lot, I would highly recommend everyone to keep trying different foods from different cultures.
Go to a random restaurant if you have the money, or look up a random
It
recipe
don't
and make
gotta
it.
be, yeah, like it could, you can keep it affordable, but expand the mind. So, as we're talking about expanding the mind,
The
tell me
expansion of
one
the human
person.
brain.
Okay, man. Okay. All right, Brank. You got one more time.
I'm so dead.
Nah, but who's one person you look at as a creative mind, but not in that traditional sense. We gave the definition at the beginning of the podcast, so not
hmm
you know works of art, but who comes to your mind?
There's a wide variety of people that inspire me. I honestly get inspiration from a lot of people, a lot of random places. I'm the guy that takes pictures of like storefronts or like a rock on the floor, and you're just like that nigga crazy. But um, I'm gonna have to go with my guy Virgil. I know we haven't seen eye to eye in the past, but
But
he's
he
proven it.
he
No. Let me
traditional
finish.
creative though.
Not necessarily. I mean, he went to architectural school, but his
Okay,
his
go
form
on.
of creativity stemmed from him making t-shirts. Like in the right sense of things, Virgil should be an architect because he has a master's in like architecture. You know, he could
Hmm.
design buildings, but he didn't get let himself get boxed into like the traditional sense of that. Like he took that form of like knowledge he's acquired within like design, because a lot of us like don't come up being creatives in the traditional sense by like learning design and art and like all these other
Hmm.
things. So that's why his one of his first hoodies had like the painting, a classical painting, but his take on the classical paintings, and he doesn't even have any expertise within that. And the other reason why I want to like mention Virgil is because he is like, if you actually listen to him now, I think he didn't handle the situation well in the past, but now he's actually even feeding into the joke. I remember when people was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, let me hold a Virgil." Now he's like, he even laughs at it, brings it up, but that pushed him to start organizations that are bringing these opportunities to Black people. And when I look at a Virgil, I'm like, okay, you're in this space that doesn't traditionally accept us, and you being there is an opportunity enough for a Black kid. And he talks about this a lot, like a Black kid in Chicago saying, "Virgil's from my block. He grew up right there. That's his house, and now look where he's at. Like, I don't have
But do
to
you think
be."
that's still part of what I was saying earlier? Is that
What?
just because somebody made it, that don't mean you made it.
Oh no. Inspiration is what I'm talking about. Like that Black kid could look at Virgil and say, "You know what? I'll study fashion." You know, that
True.
a couple years ago was unheard of. Like you don't necessarily grow up in the hood with limited resources and look into exploring creative opportunities. Like one of the reasons why I went to college and studied biology was because in high school I wasn't given the resources to explore my creativity, and it was only in college that I realized it. So having that for like kids to look up, and he actually is giving back now. He's starting these organizations that are actually like, going into like the hood and like showing them that like, yo, this is a way you could do this. There's an opportunity.
Hmm.
Take this, intern here. Yo, take this painting class. Like imagine the hood schools that had these opportunities,
Oh
and
yeah.
now he's actually like, making that a possibility. So I see him in the sense of just not him creating. Like I don't really like Off-White. Some of his designs, I'm like, okay, cool, I can never wear it, but his theory and like when he sits down and breaks down what and why he does what he does, you can tell that he's not super financially motivated, because the nigga doesn't even dress up. Like, he'll be at a whole show, and this nigga will come out in like a t-shirt and like car hat jeans. Like because like that's not where his mind is at. I feel like he's reached a point where he's like, okay, I need to make sure there's like this form of legacy that I'm leaving behind, and not just for me. I need to be selfless. I need to help people. I need to provide opportunity. So, like, Virgil even comments on regular people accounts. Like, if you're doing something really like captivating and creative, he'll follow you, and he doesn't put himself on that pedestal of like
Yeah.
he doesn't have an ego essentially, and it's beautiful to see. Like, yeah, everybody has controversies and like controversial takes on specific things and blah blah blah. But if you put your money where your mouth is, I respect it, and that's why I bring Virgil up as like somebody who's not creative in the traditional sense, because a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
creatives are just, I'm sorry, like if you look at the music industry, it's just like I'm getting my money. I don't give a f about y'all. And like empathy is missing, and I'm big on being empathetic, which is
Hmm.
also why I quit my job. So to see that being propagated and this in the place where Virgil is inspiring. So Virgil Abloh, my Ghanaian brother, thank you so much. Send me some shoes. I'm not gonna resell it. I promise I'll wear
This dude.
it.
For
Oh
me,
wait, actually
huh?
he actually like is looking into Ghanaian art, and he's actually mentoring a few people that like artists that like, imagine you're in Ghana like just making music, having no idea that Virgil will one day like see you, and then one day you wake up and there's a package in front of your thing, expensive ass shoes that could pay your rent for the rest of the year, and he's just giving it to you because I fuck with your art.
Hey, why not?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
For
When I saw
me,
that I was just like, ooh.
it's gonna be I'm gonna go over to sports, and
If you bring LeBron up, we're fighting. I'm gonna leave right now.
I'm not.
Okay, cool.
I'm bringing up Tex Winter.
Mhm.
So he's the actual innovator of the triangle offense.
I'm looking
So
him up. Oh, so Kobe wasn't.
nah, and he met Phil Jackson when Phil Jackson still played for the Knicks. So from there, I think he was an assistant with Phil Jackson, both in Chicago and LA. Forgive me if I'm not 100% correct, y'all. Since I wasn't born yet, so you know, let me live. But
Next winter.
yeah, Tex Winter.
Okay.
So for me, it's just like, okay, these offenses, everything in basketball seemed to be working, but he created something that for him, when he was a college coach, he didn't like to do the recruiting and the day-to-day things like that. He really wanted to focus on basketball, kind of like in its purest form.
Hmm.
So he got credit where he was his teams were outmatching teams that had all this talent
Yeah.
because of that ball movement. So pretty
Hmm.
much how I see the triangle offense, just like looking through it and just watching it, is that it's always going to be that set of three players, whether it's low post, high post, top of the key. Like you're going to have those three players, however the triangle is set up
Hmm.
through cuts and passing and things of that nature. So I think that's why it works so seamlessly. So then Phil Jackson takes that. And again, what we said, no idea is original, but he took that to another level. Yeah, he learned it from Tex and he was with him pretty much every step of the way, if I'm correct. But Phil Jackson was able to do that. And he had great talent too. Like, let's not get
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wrong.
for sure.
But he still had a great mind. So coaching does play a pretty big role in a lot of things. So I think for me, like, is it
Well, that's what
like,
mentorship is essentially.
yeah, like, so were they painting, were they designing the basketball sneakers or the jerseys or this or that? No, they're literally just figuring out how to
Play
run an
ball.
offense more efficiently. And they
Hmm.
did that. Now it seems to be like a little outdated because then you look at a team like Golden State playing in a traditional sense, but they took something to a whole nother level through their shooting consistency. But when I look at someone like that, like, okay, you're not viewed as a traditional creative, but what you did was very creative, very innovative, and it changed the game. And you had a lot of people trying to emulate that style of play, but they failed at it. And someone who was able to just enhance what you taught them, that led to what, 11 NBA titles
Exactly. And he just it's
and
not piggybacking.
three sets of three-peats. Like that's phenomenal. So
And it's it's phenomenal in the sense that it's early over here, y'all. That's why I'm yawning. But it's phenomenal in the sense that like nobody really caught up to it. That's why he was able to win that much because like they were still stuck in their sense of traditional
mhm.
basketball playing. So like him being innovative and being more efficient was like something they couldn't figure out.
Yeah, I mean,
You
and
know?
the thing is too is that you're able to figure out how to make that talent fit into that offense, you know? So you also have to balance out those egos. Like Michael Jordan, when he was playing, no doubt had a big old ego, right? And then
Of
Shaq
course.
and Kobe had their all their little,
They're
back and
literally
forth. So it's just like, that's what I'm saying. You can't ignore things like that. That's creativity too. So maybe you're a basketball coach and you watch this. I don't know. You could still be creative in that form. Like that's
yeah.
still very creative. Like,
You could still look at it now and like, yeah, there's different types of plays, but how could you switch it up? How like just sit there and get and that's something that will push you because like you think about it all the time if it's something you absolutely want to change.
yeah. And again, people aren't looking at it like, oh, well, can you really define it as creative? Yeah, of course. So I think, if you've been with us, been with the Timsy podcast, you've been watching with us, all of y'all can be creative. If you're a
Everybody
basketball
can.
coach, if you're a banker, if you're a well, I guess if you're a carpenter, you're still pretty
You're
creative.
creative.
If you're a
Now not
plumber, I don't know, whatever, I don't know. It could be anything, a lawyer, a doctor. I don't know. You can be creative. It doesn't have to be a art thing or anything like that. You can be very
doesn't.
creative. So
You actually are very creative. You just haven't explored it yet. So at the end of it, I just want to say take some time out to try something new, try something creative, read a book, watch videos on something that you just might be interested in, and you never know where it will take you. Also, just try to like make things. just don't settle for what's there. Like
oh yeah.
if you want something better, try go out there make it. If like I'm like that. If I go to a store and I see a T-shirt and I want it to be done better, maybe I'll buy it and I'll take it to my tailor and tell the tailor exactly what I want, or I'll do it myself. Like
Yeah.
you
Why
know,
not?
it's just like that. If you like, yeah. So explore that, read books, drink tea, take care of yourself. You don't necessarily have to do anything. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah,
Except
don't
cocaine.
do this.
Cocaine is lit.
All right, bro. Chill, chill. Don't
I'm
listen to
kidding.
Brank over here.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding.
okay. So as we wrap up, what's one thing you'll do this week to stay creative or push forward to your goals, whatever it might be?
I really want to start this website. It's just that I know my computer is ass and like it's gonna be a very stressful thing, but I would do it. I'll purchase the domain this week.
Okay,
So once the domain is purchased, I think the next step will be going outside and taking pictures with my buddy. Like he's a photographer, so I'll like we'll talk about the vision and how what we want to get, and then a few shots. And it's only one product at this moment, so a few shots and we'll get the website up and going.
that's
So
what's
yeah,
up,
I
bro.
think I'll focus more on the website. Yeah. And then I have some interviews with a coffee chain. Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of have an idea.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, I got
yeah,
you.
it's more. I'm
uh,
trying to go for a leadership role over there though, but we'll see.
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
For me, this week, I mean, starting today, I know today I'm gonna the product that I'm trying to work on, do some sketches for that. Probably send it
Mhm.
your way. Also looking into other. I think we talked about this. I'm just trying to find ways to create residual income that I can see on a month to month basis.
I mean, you could give me
Um,
your money and I'll give it to you on a month-to-month basis. That's little
yeah,
enough. Like,
all
catch me in Bali, nigga.
right. um, yeah, just like doing that, and then I guess trying to get like my timing down a little more, whether it be like with sleep, just trying to like max out
Working out.
where I
Yo,
can.
that's the thing though. Like sometimes when you're creative, something has to go.
Nah,
Some
again,
sometimes.
you gotta create with your time. So for me, like this week was pretty busy. So each day I did the short card. I didn't do
Oh
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
full,
the
like
full
I have the
workouts.
weights and everything, but like I still want to work out, but instead of doing an hour, I have to compress this to 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So
That's how I do. I just do 3 days a week, so it doesn't essentially seem like a lot. So even if you skip one day, I could put this in the next few days.
yeah, like you again, I think sacrifice the things that aren't very important. So I know a lot of us will probably sit there and like, I know for me, like I like to, I guess I won't say watch, but I'll listen to certain like informative things with YouTube up. And I'm like, you know what, let me just close that out and then I'll just do something else.
Yeah,
Even if it's
for
just
sure,
for
for sure.
like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nah, I feel you, man. Well, on that note, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna go
subscribe.
back. Oh yeah, this whole
Subscribe to
subscription thing.
us, show some
Subscribe.
love, and
Get us.
please let us know what they made you say this week.
Oh yeah, it's for sure in the
Oh
comments
yeah,
below.
we want to
Look
hear. It could be
again.
good, bad, funny. I don't. We don't care. We want to hear it though. We want to hear it.
Yeah, and if we can edit audio, slide in my DMs. We might, we should chat.
Yeah, we're still looking for that. So we
Yeah,
don't got no
I
money
think,
to pay
I
you.
think, yeah, I think,
Just
I
the
think I'll make it
promises of growth
Craig's
and success down the line.
success and happiness, trust, all that jazz. I think I'll put out a Craigslist ad and see if I'll get some
Yeah,
responses on that. Why not? But yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go right back to bed because it's still slightly early. This nigga woke me up early as hell, man.
got out yourself, man.
But I will nap for 2 more hours and then we'll start the day. It's a weekend, so
Peace. All
well,
right,
peace.
y'all. Be safe.